Well, hey, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for November 11th, 2025, we'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc., etc. A lot going on, I feel like. I don't know. There's so much that this week I feel like that's been going on between news, things to talk about, games I've been playing, that it's like a multi-episode thing. So that's why I think it's good to try to consecutively catch these. Just as information comes out, like for instance, Sony State of Play. Apparently that's going to happen today. We'll talk about that a little bit more, and then I might live stream that. I might not. I know I did that last time, I think, with the Nintendo Kirby thing, and wasn't I like doing things on the side at the same time or something? I don't know. We'll see. Like, how can I? It's like the idea of let's chill and talk about game stuff as it's happening while doing other things. Like that's kind of what I want to make around here. And that's why it's cool on the Gundam Explain channel, because I want to schedule doing a session where I'm just sitting there building, talking, stuff like that. It's like when you sit to play a game, although sometimes you can get distracted, like I am right now, just talking about whatever. Let's start with what I've been playing. I played a lot, actually, even though yesterday I was busy. It was just like at the end of the day, I just jumped into a few little things. First of all, I've been playing SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. There's the new Blue Destiny story missions, as well as mobile suits to obtain. You could do it through the gacha system or even build them out, I think, in the little tech diagram tree they've got. So I've beat it. I beat the whole Blue Destiny thing. I started like unlocking the suits. I haven't finished yet, but I have a lot of capital and stuff for that. All right, here's another one. This came out of nowhere, and I just bought it, played it, don't even know anything about it. It's called House Fighters Total Mess. Now, when I first saw the screen here, I could tell, okay, these look like, toy planes, and it looks like they're in a house. And I'm like, oh man, this reminds me of Toy Commander on the Dreamcast. Do you guys remember that? It might have been on other consoles. Let's see. Yeah, Toy Commander, September 30th, 1999. I tell you, 1999 was an amazing year for so many things. The Dreamcast, so many awesome Dreamcast games, and games in general. N64 was still banging out ballers. But Toy Commander was fun. It was that same thing. You're in a house with a plane. There was other things too. But what House Fighters is that, and I might play that here in a little bit. So let's move on. Night Striker Gear. I've talked about this before. This was a recent release on Switch. It's a brand new game made by M2. Just kind of a sequel to their other Night Strikers. I played a little more. It's a fun game. It's a small, fun game. Hard to justify its price, even though it wasn't expensive at $18.99. It is short, like in 19 minutes. Have I really only played for 19 minutes? I don't know if that's accurate, but I've played through and beat the game 3 times, and it's not hard. It's just, there's not a lot to it. It's like an arcade game, Hey, GM KLX, good to see you. And then I did go back to play some more of the Toziwa Knight Order of the Alchemist. This is that Metroidvania I was talking about recently, where it's like, it's really pulling in Symphony of the Night stuff. It's really trying to be that kind of Castlevania Metroidvania. And I think it's very well made, very interesting. When I say well made from a single guy, like, I don't know how to put it. Contextually, this is a cool game. But if you were going to look at it at the scale of another Metroidvania, you might see, oh, it seems a little low budget. Yeah, it's because it's one dude. And so I played a little bit yesterday. It's easy to get stuck, and I am stuck. Although I thought then I figured out how to move forward, and then that was just a secret area, but it's fine. I got more health. So I'll still be running around that game trying to figure out what to do. Some of the things I saw in the reviews tend to really be accurate here. When you try to explore, you'll end up being in places where the enemies will just destroy you. And you guys might have saw it on some of the live streams. So I don't know how much of that is the game wants you to grind and explore, or the game wants you to push through, or I'm just going the wrong way. Although I do notice a lot of times when you are going far in a direction, and then you get to a point where you can't go anymore. Usually it ends up there was a power there. I got shield up. I think it was a shield symbol, health up, and maybe another one. And I noticed they were at like dead ends where I can't really do much. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll come back. And then one area I went through, it was took a while to get there. And along the way, there's all these things up above I could grab, all this money. But then it leads to a dead end. And then I go back. It's like, well, the dead end was like the item I needed to move forward. And it's like, well, I need a double jumper. Anyway, I kind of like that about these Metroidvanias sometimes. It's like, okay, I know I need to go here. How do I do it? What? And then you get the thing and you're like, oh, yeah. But that's about all. And you might be like, well, that was a lot. And one, two, three, yeah, playing 4 games. You know, I didn't play like 18 minutes here, less than 19, you know. It's just fun to be able to jump in and play a little bit. In fact, I was playing some SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. I've been up for over 2 hours now, so I've had some time. So I think that's it with what I've been playing. So let's jump into news. First, Sony says Destiny 2 has underperformed since it acquired Bungie. Bungie was purchased by Sony for $3.6 billion in 2022, but it seems that bet has yet to pay off. I always found that shocking that Sony did that. As someone that is a middle income, how do you use, you know, I work in IT consulting. I'm not a VP, a financier, any of that. I wouldn't have had Sony buy Bungie. Because even when they bought them, they were like, well, we want to use them for their live service sort of stuff. And man, again, that was a bad idea because, well, this stuff is ever evolving. The live service was this little bubble, and it's pretty much popped. Either your game connects with people or it doesn't. It's been marketed the right way or it wasn't. And I think a lot of it, it's like with Hollywood movies and TV shows, it's about how it's marketed. It's like right now, you go on to Steam to buy something. Every day there's hundreds of games released that could be amazing, but you just don't know because that's just too many. There's just too many games. And unless you're backed by a company that has the money to market you, you know. And that's why I think a lot of things get pushed that people are like, it's not that great. But I mean, hey, it's popular. A lot of people like it, right? But it's more because of that marketing push. Let's see. Jim Killex, so this about that to Hazuya Knights, however you pronounce it. Sounds like a mix of enemy level based gatekeeping to get you to turn back unless you leveled up really bold or just a masochist. Yeah, that's exactly. And so sometimes I don't know. And this is a good, interesting point, Jim Killex, because when I'm in a game like that, how much is the game telling me, oh, can you make it through this and maybe level up faster? Or wait, no, you're not supposed to be here. I think in most games in the past, I would normally go, oh, this is too hard, I'll turn around. But after Dark Souls, especially that first one, I remember at the beginning of Dark Souls, you have a chance to go, and I'm going to say right because of the direction the character's facing, to like all the, I think the gravestone or the grave dude, I forget the boss's names, you know, I have to like get into the Dark Souls part of my mind, is that way. And you can get the claymore and all that. It's like, not the easiest way to go, but you can, I think, yeah, you can run in and get a claymore and come back. Anyway, it's interesting when games do that. But yeah, nothing much else to add to this Destiny thing. I remember when I first played Destiny, you know, when it first came out, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And after I was like, yeah, it's all right. And then Destiny was still popular. But again, it's that thing where when gaming became mainstream, it was easy to get a large population of people into a game, even if it wasn't what people that have been gaming for a while would consider, oh yeah, this is actually a great game. It's more of, oh, this is something good for mainstream. Just like Predator Badlands, I have a review actually that will be up right now. Actually, let me do that real quick while I talk about this. Because in Predator Badlands, it makes it to where anyone could watch that movie and like it. But I guess, I have a couple videos I meant to, I'll just do it right now. But I guess what Predator Badlands, though, does is it sticks with, I don't know, it stays with what's true about itself, but it just adds the elements to attract people. So when you play a game like Destiny, and I don't know what it is. What is it about Destiny that I feel like it was popular for like a core group of people, but outside that, people are like, it's just okay. Like, it's very common. I don't know, but I think that's kind of what led to Bungie not paying out for Sony, right? There was this thing. It was like, well, Bungie isn't really what Bungie used to be. And then now they're with Sony. I don't know. Some of these things I have to think about. But let's get back to the screen share. Okay, so check this out. Street Fighter 2 was supposed to be a TurboGrafx 16 exclusive. So let's look at this. When Nintendo secured home console exclusivity for Street Fighter 2 in the early 1990s, it sent shockwaves through the gaming world. Capcom's one-on-one fighter was the world's biggest game at the time, and whichever home system got the first port was going to benefit massively. And I imagine many people picked up the SNES purely to play the game. However, according to Steve Garwood, former president of Turbo Technologies Incorporated, I didn't even know that's what they called themselves, and TurboZone Direct, Street Fighter 2 was almost exclusive to the TurboGrafx 16. TTI was a joint venture between PC Engine creators NEC and Hudson. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that does make sense. That's where that name comes from, because in order to get the PC Engine in the United States, I guess Hudson was helping. They brand it TurboGrafx 16. See you, Chris. Have a good day. And then TurboZone Direct, meanwhile, was an entity established to oversee the distribution of the TurboGrafx 16 Duo and Express North America after TTI withdrew from the market. So it's very interesting how that works when you have this hardware from other countries and how they're brought over. It's almost like that whole thing with Robotech and Macross and how that came over. Well, nowadays it's a lot more seamless and there's not much regional changes that have to be made. But back in the day, it was all the time. Okay, speaking to the Retro Game Club, Garwood claims that TTI had the chance to lock down Street Fighter 2 for its console, but by the time the deal was being discussed, his bosses in Japan were planning a retreat from North America due to the poor sales of the TurboGrafx line. Oh man, so Retro Game Club. What is this? Is this like a whole is a thing about video games, podcast? Well, that is cool. Let me add this to my list. You never know. I have trouble finding like-minded video game enthusiasts that speak online. Hopefully these guys can be that. But let's see, should have been ours, blah, blah, blah. Street Fighter 2 was released on NEC and Hudson's hardware, but only in Japan. The PC Engine received a port of the updated Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition in June 1993, which I think was the same time like the Genesis got. Yeah, it's saying, which also out on Genesis. Yeah, so, I looking back, I remember when I would be at the stores, video game stores, whatever, and I would see the TurboGrafx 16, and it's like, man, I love that. But, I was lucky to have already by that time a Sega Genesis, a Game Boy, a Game Gear, if the Game Gear was out by that time, I remember, Super Nintendo, and we had a home PC. My dad was into PCs, or he was top of the tech, I guess, at that time. So we would have the PCs that could play the latest games. So I had my access to the games I needed. I would see the TurboGrafx 16, and the things that would attract me to it was like Bonk. And that's about it. But as I would get older, not much, still in the 90s, looking in the EGM and all that, I would see all the imports that would be on the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16. Rondo of Blood, I remember a Castlevania game that was only there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But and then as I got older, I got to play them all, so that's pretty cool. But oh yeah, the TurboGrafx 16, the console that Macaulay Culkin wanted instead of the Super Nintendo. Oh, is that true? That is a cool bit of information, because that just reminds me also in Home Alone, and I think it was 2, he had that microphone thing, and that was like the cool gadget to have. I either got one or just played with one. I forgot, but I remember. Anyway, just a couple things from here. One, TurboGrafx 16, awesome console that I never had, but I got to play through emulation. Street Fighter 2 is just a great game, and I could see where that would help. And this kind of goes back to, like, man, you just wish everything got ported to everything back then. So, yeah. It was mentioned in his Arsenio Hall interview. Whoa. Blast from the past. I think I was just watching an Arsenio Hall interview with Eddie Murphy, because he had some very wise words to say during that time period. It was pretty cool. But yeah, man, that's That's a whole vibe, a whole time period. Arsenio Hall, TurboGrafx 16. All right. PlayStation announced the state of play Japan for November 11th. So I guess that's one thing I didn't realize until now. It's specifically Japan. So I don't know if there's going to be any new announcement, except that this is the thing. Apparently, Sony's now making it where there's a cheaper version of the PS5 that you can buy in Japan. They're making a Japanese only one. I guess this is a way just to get the hardware out. Maybe I'm actually curious to see what comes of that. So that could be what's being announced here. So I might not stream this or anything. If it's, I might just talk about the news tomorrow. All right, guys. That is it for news. Not too much unless there's something I may have missed. What I'm going to do right now is show you guys this game that I like. Let's give it a second to see if this... Remember we were doing the remote play and it didn't work that one time? Let's see. Connect. It's doing it. We'll change the screen. Give me a second. All right. So again, this game is called House something. Okay, House Fighters. Okay, so we're in, guys. Just so you know, Sony announced they're doing their console streaming. Xbox has had that. They're on a level playing field. It's just about where to get your game and play. So, wow, I think I was trying to download a lot yesterday. There's this other game, Stampede Racing Royale. Never heard of it. Okay, House Fighters, total mess. Let me do it again for like a video I cut later. All right, House Fighters, total mess. Let's take a look. I've already played a bit of it. Let's see. Oh, the mouse, I'm going to move it. Okay, so, so I could go to 3 or I could go to 2, 2, 1. Let me just do that. I don't know what to expect. Okay, this is where I could customize my plane, but I kind of don't care too much. Wait, did I... Okay, select. Oh, okay, play. There's a few things about this that make it seem low budget, indie, whatever, but it's still fun. It's fun. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I just immediately crashed. Okay. All right. It's a little twitchy when you move around, but I feel like that's good. I think it gives you a lot of control and freedom. Even the left bumper and right bumper to make sharp turns. Get the parts. So we got to repair a robot. So that's what's interesting about this. You can run around, do air combat, but also do objective stuff. Like open the hallway doors. Oop. Yeah, the aiming can sometimes. All right. So yeah, now you're really just flying around the house. It was pretty cool because the level before the house, it's being repaired and it was in like different shape. Okay, there's enemies up here. Okay, and that might have seemed really simple, but and then oh crap! Oh my gosh. Okay, B to brake, and then you can do sharp turns. So the controls are actually pretty impressive. There we go. I do need to get some health soon. Oh god. I don't see any yet. There'll be like these green toothpaste tubes. Why am I calling them that? I don't know. But anyway, there's a part I need. And then, like, the bears are, like, dancing on the bed. Every time you play a level, there's neat things to see. Like, it's really cool, like, even looking outside. Someone's painting right here. You got the record player. All right. Yeah. Yeah, with the graphic quality, you're right. It's like it's just enough so you can see what's going on and it's cartoony enough. Oh, there's the health. Oh, I saw another part. Alright, and then there's also... Oh, over here too. There's ammo to pick up as well. Oh, Moai statue. Although that I love that history has now changed and then the Moai statue is actually a full body underground, meaning they were probably... They're longer than expected if their full bodies were buried that deep. Which I love that about history. Okay, anyway, got some parts, got the ammo. I don't know if I got every part yet. Because it is still saying look around for parts. So I'll just... But as you can see, you have this entire house that you can sort of navigate. Doors don't open. Oh, there we go. Doors aren't open yet that are sometimes open. Although this might not be a part. This... Let's see. And then the painting here. So that thing looked like paint, like for the aircraft. Okay. Did I get all the parts? Let's see when we talk to the robot over here. Nope. There are some times where I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Like one time I found a key and then it said shoot the key at the lock on the door. And I looked at the door, there's no lock. And I'm like, well, there's a handle. So I shot to shoot and it didn't do anything. So I'm like, I don't understand. So I found out you're supposed to hold down X and then press L. Then it shot the key. I don't know. I don't know. That they were teaching me to do that to shoot bombs. I was like, well, I'll just try that for the key. All right. Either I missed a part, which is very likely, or I'm supposed to do something else. Let's see, it's over here. Ah, I see it. Another one? So either they keep popping up after I get them? Oh, okay. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's right, because Gradius does the thing with the Moai statues also. Which is like random, but then I guess it could link like the ancient statues have to do with aliens. No, that's kind of fun. Alright. Wow, okay, now it's asking me to go downstairs. Another thing, I don't know if there's many options for the graphics, but I did increase the field of view. It just looks better. It was more tight, but anyway. All right. A part downstairs. Oh, a door opened over here. Whoa. But you see right and left bumper you can turn. Okay. Here we go. I like this room. Alright, there's that part. And there's some enemies. Gotta get from here. Those are actually gun turrets, so. Alright, let's head up. So, like, and these are some early levels, so it's not like it's difficult, but there's a couple of things this game is doing that's fun. There are a few things. The flying is fun. I enjoy the controls. Like, you let go of the accelerator and you're just kind of you can still move around. It allows you to kind of get your bearings, understand where to go because the controls are twitching. And then when you want to speed up, you hold down A. Oh, lens flare. And then B to slow down. Right and left bumper to turn. And then, you know, there's camera. X and left trigger does stuff with some weapons. And then right trigger shoots. And then I think, maybe I don't have it, but I think you can switch your ammo type. Or it's either dual guns or single, I don't know. Again, still early on in this game. And this is like a side mission, which is cool. And to remind you guys, I'm playing this using the remote streaming from my console, which is in the living room, and I'm in the office, just using the browser. And if you just joined this, you wouldn't realize that I'm probably streaming this. Because it looks and runs great. Right. Okay. It's funny, you'll see if there are characters that talk, which is funny because it's a toy thing, you'll see that they are like different types of toys, like an army soldier or a minifigure. And it tells you, okay, it tells you the unlocks that you could get on each one. So, okay, let me go over here. Okay, let's do this. Level 3 has some new weapons. Hopefully I can get it done in a few minutes. I love the look of like the ground taking off. It really does a good job with the scale of being in a house as a toy. Bang Snap should be in there somewhere. I bet they're unguarded. Oh, nothing there. Okay. That's right. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it seems like the controls are weird. I think that's just me adjusting to this. Okay, here we go. Oh, look, and there's a ski shop right outside. Destroy the flower pot and collect more. Bang. What flower pot was in front of me? And okay, it's probably somewhere over here. Alright, like flower pot. Is that a flower? Okay, so you see, press this. That didn't do anything. Alright, let me get it again. Okay, so because it doesn't actually drop, it almost like fires out. Okay, alright. How confusing. Okay. So that's... Oh, I didn't mean to do it. Crap. Let me do it again. So it changes to this. Oh, the pot right there. There we go. To defeat the enemies blockading the kitchen. I like the sound of that. Okay, X, yeah, puts me in that mode. Alright, let's... Oh! Nope, oh! I like that, though, the controls take some getting used to, because it really makes it feel almost simulator-like. And I'll just throw this on this dude. Nice. Alright. Gotta go get those rockets. I wonder if I can avoid... Oh, where's the other one? Okay. That was a little sloppy, but I wanted to kill him. Okay, we're gonna see the rockets work in combat. Some of that. Oh, the garage. Now, to be honest, I don't know where the garage is. Okay, yeah, I pressed Y and it did that different dual gun thing. But okay. All right, let's see what's going on in here. Ooh, we've got some faster fighters. We got the nail for the nail gun. Oh, already shooting at me. Oh no. Yeah, let's get this. Oh, didn't. Okay, I love how crazy this could be because of the piloting. Like, oh, I'm so bad at piloting this, but I will get it down sometime. Okay. No.
Hey.
Leave the garage. Okay. But can I kill this guy without him killing me? Oh my god, I'm about to die. Which I love it because I've been playing this whole game without dying. Oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. I don't see a health thing anywhere. Right there. Health. All right. Oh. Now, I haven't shot any rockets, so I don't know if I'm... Ah, no. I think I have to hold down the button. It's not working. Yeah, I think it's like with the controls, I'm overcorrecting so much.
Hello.
What was that? Oh, the guy talking to me maybe because I got so close. I don't... Let me see what happens if I hit continue. Because if I start at the beginning... Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. I know I'm running over. I gotta finish this. And I think it's really about learning how to control your plane. Here we go.
Hello. Huh?
Bam. So that was the main boss guy, I think. And the red is shooting the nail. Okay. That I got earlier. So that's a better way to do... And so because I grabbed the missiles, it switched to the missiles. Oh. Where are these dudes? Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Move. Yeah, using missiles, etc., makes it a lot easier. So I gotta say, I like this. I like that even for what seems like an easier kiddie game, there's a bit of a challenge to it. But easier kiddie game, nah, it's just because of what it looks like. I think it's fun to pretend you're small in a big world, you know? That goes back to Mario. Was it Mario 3? Playing stuff like James Pond. Okay, I think I just got to land now. Which I like that it ends that way. Oh, Jam Kill X. That is such a good idea. Okay. Start, but exit. Oh, yeah, I'm on the Xbox. Maybe that's what... There we go. So, since I'm here, let's what's the button to end what I'm doing? disconnect. Does that shut off the Xbox? I don't know. I'll find out in a little bit. But anyway, yeah, JMPLX, I think if they made a mecha game like this where you're in a bedroom and there's all this mecha and then you can get parts from other toys and slap them on, that'd be pretty cool. So anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. That was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow with some more. So until then, have a good